Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday the 13th, 2016. And you better watch it out there today. Be careful. And we have temperatures this morning, though, in the low 50s across much of the area. And we're going to have a pretty decent start to the day with some sunshine in areas. And I think our temperatures will climb into the 60s today. So not a bad day, but by late afternoon or this evening, we expect rain to move in out ahead of a cold front. And then we're going to have rain lasting through much of the night into early tomorrow morning. And we're going to have a very, very cold weekend with highs mainly in the 40s both days. Could get in the low 50s on Sunday. But Saturday night right now, or Saturday, looks like a very ugly day out there with temperatures only in the 40s. And again, we're going to see the potential for frost as we go into Sunday, possibly Monday morning. Right now, Sunday morning looks like if we're going to see frost, that'll be the big day. You can see across the Great Lakes, our winds are out of the west-northwest, bringing in some briefly drier air. And again, with some sunshine, we'll see moderate temperatures today into the 60s. So not a bad day before the rain showers moves in and things get quite ugly for the weekend. You can see our normal highs for the day is 69. The normal low is 43. And you can see we did have 4 inches of snow back in 1895. We certainly don't need a repeat of that. And you can see across the state from yesterday, some of these showers and thunderstorms that were developing. We actually lost power here in Breckenridge for a brief period. And you can see just lots of lightning with these systems. And they moved right in towards the area, especially hitting the Saginaw Bay area. But again, lots of lightning out there this morning, or I mean rather last night. If we look at the consumers' power outages, despite all the lighting, only 40 customers without power as of this morning, 22 of those in Midland County, so not too bad. If we look at the next shot, you can see some of the precipitation totals around the area. Blissfield leading the way with 1.43 over the last few days, and Lansing over an inch and a quarter, and Jasper near an inch, and lesser amounts as you head further to the north and northeast especially. If we look at the soil conditions this morning, you can see pretty decent temperatures in the 2, 8, and 16-inch levels, mainly in the mid to upper 50s, but over the weekend we're going to see those drop quite a bit. And again, it's not going to be a great weekend at all around the state, and we expect really almost no field activity whatsoever, probably until sometime or early or middle of next week as it looks right now with more showers coming this way. Many areas, again, already picking up quite a bit. And I think, again, a good solid 1/3 to 2/3 of an inch will be pretty common, if not a little bit more in some areas across the southern part of the state. You can see the forecast map this morning. And then as we get into tomorrow morning, that secondary cold front moves through the area. And again, that's what's going to usher in the cold air. You can see our wind flow right out of the northern Canada, a very cold high pressure system that'll move in. But across the Great Lakes, we're going to have instability, and we expect plenty of shower activity. Again, it'll be scattered, and we don't expect a lot once we get past the activity tonight into early tomorrow morning. The rest of it should be around a 1/10 of an inch or less as we go through Saturday afternoon into Sunday. And if we look at Sunday morning, you can see even some mixed precipitation. So if you're in the areas like Newaygo, Breckenridge, Middleton, or towards Marlette, Brown City, and you do get a wet snowflake, you shouldn't be surprised. But again, the best chances will be across northern Michigan at this point. As far as the low temperatures on Sunday morning, again, the European is a couple of degrees warmer, but still, if we were around 33, 34 degrees, that still likely produce frost. Those are the 6-foot forecasted temperatures. So as you get down at the grass level, certainly colder conditions, lots of 30s on the GFS model, even into the 20s across of north central lower Michigan. So again, Sunday morning looks like the best chance of frost across the area. And if we look at the forecasted precipitation amounts here over the next 2 days, you can see heaviest precipitation across the southern parts of Michigan, where a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch is possible. Much of the area, again, I think 1/3 to 2/3 of an inch of precipitation for most people. And if we look at the 7-day totals, again, most of it falling here over the next couple of days, but then maybe another 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch as we get into probably the middle of next week, around Wednesday. Right now looks like a good time frame for the next batch of precipitation to move in. That'll be of more significance. But we are going to warm up later next week, so things are going to get better. We expect temperatures to recover to around normal around next Thursday or Friday and well into the 60s. And then I think for next weekend we'll be in the 70s. And then for the following week, I think temperatures are going to be in the 70s and 80s, probably several days in the 80s. So some very warm summer-like air is coming, but we got to get past the next several days here before we start to turn the corner. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.